Beans, in this world of variance and multiversal possibilities where people can be themselves and yet someone other than themselves, who would you, if you had a multiversal self that had abilities, who would you rather be? A multi-version of Riley that is Spider-Man,
Oh, here we go. Okay.
or a multiversal version of Riley that is Deadpool?
Oh, we're gonna start off with the tough questions.
I don't see why not. Yeah, who would you rather be? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We ask the hard questions here on JP and the Beanstalk.
I am gonna do Spider-Man,
Hmm.
and here's why.
Okay.
Here
Here's
is here is why.
This is great.
Okay.
Total freedom of choice here.
For me, it really comes down to spider sense
Mm-hmm.
or invincibility,
Sure.
and I would rather take the spider sense because I can just avoid danger.
Sure.
Right? I'm just
Instead of having to feel the pain,
you're gonna
heal
miss.
from the pain.
Right. It looks like a very painful process to regrow an arm.
Sure.
Or, fall off a building and just like lay there for a little while.
That is true.
Right?
Right.
So,
Right. That part still has to hurt.
and I'd be ugly,
Mm,
you know?
yeah. Yeah.
And I'm amazingly good looking right now.
Don't
So,
want to spoil
I
that.
don't want to make that worse.
Whether it's mask on or off, you want to look good.
Right. And then you get like the cool, Spider-Man's got some cool, underrated abilities, right?
Okay.
Deadpool.
You mentioned the Spidey sense already. What are some
Right.
underrated abilities that you're going, hey, let's not neglect this?
Okay. Deadpool technically has a teleporter, right?
Okay.
In earlier days where
Mhm.
he could just kind of boop around.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man can climb walls. Underrated.
Not bad.
I also think his perfect equilibrium is very underrated. I feel like you don't trip if you're Spider-Man.
Interesting.
See what I'm saying? You're
Sure.
always find a way to be perfectly balanced.
So you drop things if you're Spider-Man?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Did
That'd
you
be good for you.
rude? Rude. Okay. Fine, whatever.
Your life better.
It's fine.
This is good.
It's fine.
Because if you
Anyways.
drop something physically right now, it doesn't heal. If you're Deadpool, you can't transfer the healing power to the thing that's broken.
It's true.
Or if it's your Spider-Man, you just don't drop it.
It's true.
That's great.
Big move. True. So yeah. So that's great. On top of that, I'm assuming I get the intelligence boost,
I think that's fair to assume.
which
That's
means
consistent.
which means I get to build cool suits,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also get to build my own web shooters. So, and web shooters,
Yep.
way cooler
Mm-hmm.
than
Web shooters.
right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the only downside is where I'm at right now.
Mhm.
Not a lot of things to swing on.
True. Yeah. Midwest probably doesn't continue.
No.
You need the skyscrapers.
So
I would jungle.
Right. So
Yeah.
I would just have to invest in a vehicle.
Yeah, you have to relocate.
I'd have to have a spider mobile,
Sure.
Okay. Which
Okay, some barriers there, but again,
I don't know how I feel about that.
yeah,
I think I'd go more of a motorcycle at that point.
sure.
Easier to maneuver around, like a
Mhm.
dirt bike.
Mhm.
I could web a dirt bike in a tree and be fine for a little while.
Nice.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
a Spider-Man themed car, I think is
Right.
pretty hard to hide.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the only downside. But other than that, I think I gotta go. I think Spider-Man just has more upside,
Mhm.
right? And I don't think I want to live forever. Deadpool is cursed to live forever.
It's part of what makes life so meaningful is death, right? Knowing that it's temporary.
Because I think eventually I'd go crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
I would 100% go crazy at some point.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
do stuff because I'm bored.
Oh, there is no doubt. You don't want to invite that particular challenge. No question. No question. Good choice.
I think so.
It's a good choice.
You?
I'm glad you're comfortable with that. Yeah. Between those two, it's hard. If I could know that if I chose to have Spider-Man's abilities, but it would come without all the personal tragedy that his character is, it's like a gravitational pull, right? Then I would choose Spider-Man in a heartbeat. I enjoy both characters' wit right? They crack the jokes, they keep things light. I appreciate that. I enjoy that aspect of their characters. So that's a tie of sorts for me. Yeah, I'm not interested in the immortal life. That's more negative than actual positive. So if there was a way to like age, right, but not be invincible, or let me rephrase that, be invincible but age and eventually, die. I don't know if that's part of the possibility when it comes to a Deadpool
So
or a Wolverine.
instead of immortality,
Be able to heal from physical
more like
wounds.
indestructibility.
There you go, indestructible. Yes,
Which that would
yes,
be fun because you
yeah,
look at Stitch and
yep,
dude had a blast.
right, right, absolutely.
I think all indestructible people though are a
Like
little bit crazy.
Luke Cage, with the indestructible skin. It's like, but he's not carrying around the burden of immortality. So, uh, that would be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be cool.
Yeah. The thing that gets me with Spider-Man, that if I think about it too much, there's scenes in every Spider-Man movie where he's webbing somewhere. And it's like, I don't know what his web just hit when he shot that web. What did it actually hit? Like, he is very dependent on tall objects being around him.
And that aspect.
Just saying, in that aspect. But still, the ability to climb walls, the spidey sense, the great balance, the general athleticism, the increased intelligence, those are all really good things.
I mean, I could do a backflip.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to top. So I think it's relatively close, but I do think Spider-Man's in place.
I think so.
Yeah.